My dear Galactic brothers and sisters, I'm reaching out to you today in this way with purpose. I have many messages and thoughts I could share, but today I have to share something more personal. As usual, these words will be utterly insufficient to convey my real thoughts. However, I trust that you will be able to tune in and sense and perceive the reality behind them. I came into this life with a seemingly rather unique mission: to help introduce us to a new paradigm of being, one where we integrate every aspect of physicality and of our bodies in a way that we have never done before. This life experience so far has led me to see that we are at a point collectively where the constant suppressing and bypassing of our physicality is one of our greatest obstacles to freeing and healing ourselves. While all of our starseeds have done and are doing a very important job of passing on multidimensional information to us, this is also doing a lot of damage. Kindly forgive me for saying so. Delaying our evolution, as they often are the ones who are the most disconnected from physicality and their bodies, not understanding the important role they play, and thus exacerbating this disconnection in the collective. I'm just mentioning this, probably very inadequately, as it directly relates to my struggles. Since childhood, I have been suffering from physical symptoms and illness as a result of this disconnection, which was partly enforced onto me as well through trauma. As it got worse and worse over the years up until now, it has taught me countless things and perspectives, and leading me to embrace my mission connected to my deep understanding of what it means to be a very physical being, the pitfalls it has, and how to work with them. I now perceive how many of the very awakened and aware ones of us, I mean the ones of us that are very awakened and aware, are starting to go in circles, failing one another or causing pain unwillingly because of a lack of understanding of this area. We keep on failing in our attempts to take the next step of putting the spiritual knowledge of peaceful community into practice, leaving so many of us alone and unsupported. It is my mission and my passion to bring awareness or understanding and practical change in this regard. Every day I see how this awareness could help people out of certain struggles and suffering. And yet, I am in such a daily struggle myself that I cannot live my mission properly. I know that just being is already fulfilling my mission, but if that were enough, I wouldn't be writing to you. Unlike other starseeds who struggle with darkness here, but are still able to function in their bodies, I cannot. Every little disconnection from my body is causing illness and suffering. In this world where every system and environment requires you to be disconnected from your body specifically in a certain way, makes it an absolute hell for someone whose well-being is absolutely dependent on physical integration and harmony with nature. I've been in this fight with my health, and as a result, in a fight for pure survival since childhood. Treading water, always a few inches away from drowning. trying to get above water enough so I can resolve the trauma which keeps me there and blocks me from creating the environment for myself that I need so I can live my purpose fully. But never having enough energy left to create physical change. My body is slowly giving in, as I cannot give it what it needs. And fighting with surrendering the survival terror this triggers in my system is becoming a daily routine, leaving even less energy to make physical progress. The strange thing is how it seems impossible to get the support I need, any kind of proper support, as neither the very awakened ones, starseeds, understand how I can be struggling like this, nor the less awakened ones. In brackets, she must be too unaware or unwilling to change if she is struggling like that. There is nothing we can do. Everyone struggles like that, etc. Seems to be what they often think. And I do not have the energy yet to be able to explain to them why I am experiencing this. Because most really don't understand, as they are so disconnected from their bodies, and it would take a lot of explaining. And that it is not the typical case of someone just not wanting to do the work or change. On the contrary, I'm all about that. I believe I'm experiencing this also to show us how unintegrated we still are when it comes to physicality and our physical bodies, how much understanding we still lack. I think that other races who exist in fifth density and beyond are not as limited by physicality as we are here, and thus are not so much dependent upon really understanding what it means to be a physical being. I see this as part of the reason why we have been trapped in 3D here. To truly understand and thus be able to integrate physicality fully. Back to my situation. This whole situation has culminated, or has been culminating for months now, where the need for a way out is far beyond urgent. My body is getting worse by the day now, with pain and symptoms, and I do not know how long until I fully collapse. Even so, I can still also clearly see from another perspective how everything is working out perfectly, how I could not be doing it any better, how I am learning things that I wouldn't have learned otherwise. I am incredibly passionate about my mission. I have so much love for the earth and for humans in my heart, and I can see so much hope. Every day, my heart just wants to share the love, the knowledge, and with that, the hope. It is also very painful not to be able to do all that I know I could do if I wasn't trapped physically on all sides. I am writing to you today to ask for your support, whatever that may look like at this point, however strange this may be to do so. I believe that this life I have here at this time, this mission, is truly important, or I wouldn't be writing to you. It is surely very different from any of my other lives. I also offer to you my perspective, to share it with you so that perhaps you can better understand what we as humans have to deal with here, and specifically what our pitfalls are, in regards to our physicality, so that it may guide you in your interaction with us. Perhaps this can help us conquer the obstacles to our development we are currently struggling with as a collective. There is so much for us to exchange, I believe. The full integration of physicality is important not just for us, but for our galactic family as well. I'll finish here for tonight, in the fervent hope that not just these words, but the true message behind them will reach at least some of you. It would mean a lot to me, so much, to hear back from you, any of you. I'm here, fighting for us. I'm sending you so much love from my heart. Yours truly, Frida.